Maybe you grew up in a house where people casually ate pasta with ice cream like it was just another Tuesday night. Or maybe you're the kind of person who treats ketchup like an emotional support sauce. Most people have at least one strange food combo they secretly love, and most of their friends make that face when they find out. But are you a culinary criminal? Or just a misunderstood genius? Let's find out why weird food combos actually make weird sense. There is science behind strange food combos. Let's explore why some food pairings that sound like mistakes are actually underrated masterpieces. First reason, flavor contrast is the plot twist in your mouth. Your brain lives for contrast. Sweet and salty, crunchy versus creamy, sour versus fatty. Think of it like a romantic comedy for your taste buds. Chocolate and pretzels? A true love story. Pineapple on pizza? That's the plot twist no one saw coming. Peanut butter and pickles? That weird indie film that somehow wins an award. When everything tastes the same, your brain gets bored. Wild combos? Boom, instant excitement and a dopamine party in your mouth. From contrast to secret ingredient chemistry, some combos work not because they're different, but because their flavor molecules are secretly soulmates. It's like Tinder, but for ingredients. Strawberries and basil? They both have methyl cinnamate and create this fruity herby magic. Chocolate and blue cheese? They share alkyl pyrazines, nutty, funky, and surprisingly tasty. So, your taste buds aren't judging. If the chemistry's there, it's a match. Let's dive into the texture trickery. Some pairings make no sense until they hit your mouth. One example is French fries dipped in a milkshake. Hot meets cold, crunchy meets creamy, salty meets sweet. It's confusing and kind of magical. Like kissing in the rain. Weird, but totally works. Let's not forget the nostalgia goggles. What seems gross to one person might be someone else's childhood comfort food. Ketchup on eggs? Classic breakfast move. Banana and mayo sandwich? A southern US nostalgia bomb. And lingonberry jam with meatballs? Swedish grandma level comforts. Taste is emotional. You're not just eating flavors, you're time traveling. And finally, crazy food combos exist because food rebellion is fun. Trying weird combos taps into the human desire to be different and bold. Your brain says, "Look at you, you tiny little culinary anarchist." All these factors tells us that crazy food combos might work. Your tongue might disagree violently, but there's only one way to know. If it's awful, I will send you emotional support memes. Let's dive deeper into the science part where combos just make sense. Researchers took classic meals like burgers and mapped out the flavor compound connections between the ingredients. Turns out, burgers and fries, very strong chemical match. Fries and cheese, also linked. And surprise, ice cream shared compounds with both. That's right, fries and ice cream aren't just tasty, they're scientifically bonded. So next time someone judges your dipping habits, tell them it's chemistry, baby, not chaos. But there are limits to cross into the chaos universe. Some combos just do not vibe, no matter how brave you are. Let's go for a tasty list. First, orange juice and toothpaste. Why it fails? Toothpaste chemicals mess with your sour sensors, turning OJ into a bitter betrayal, and you will get emotionally damaged. Second, cucumber and milk. Is that a bad idea? Yes, because enzymes cause milk to curdle and you will get a chewable, funky milk. Next, watermelon and hot sauce. Watermelon is chill, hot sauce is chaos. Together, a texture-flavor feud. And finally, chocolate and garlic. Garlic is the loud friend at a quiet party, and chocolate just cries. So these combos don't work because of clashing flavors, bad textures, and too much happening. Let's summarize the madness, shall we? So weird food combos work when they hit contrast in flavor or texture, share chemical links, bring back memories, make you feel like a food renegade. So yes, be yourself, you're not gross, you're just a tastefully chaotic savage. Speaking of savage, let's go on to that second crazy part of gross food. Humans are wild, One minute they're scared of expired yogurt, the next they're proudly chewing on fish that smells like it crawled out of a haunted basement. Take hawkarl, the Icelandic fermented shark. It smells like a public bathroom and tastes like ammonia, but people still eat it with a smile. So why do some humans find joy in what others consider being edible war crimes? Let's take a look at a few factors. First factor, disgust is a social construct. That face you make when you smell old milk, it's a learned behavior. Disgust isn't hardwired, it's trained. What your brain flags as gross often has less to do with biology and more to do with your grandma's cooking. If you grew up dipping hawkarl in vinegar or slurping spicy soup made on intestines, those dishes won't seem horrifying, they'll taste like home. So basically, cultural flavor memory is powerful. Disgust is just another dance move you picked up from your environment. It's like the Macarena, but smellier. Factor 2. Your tongue is a detector. Some people are super tasters, they experience every flavor times 100. Others, chill tasters who barely notice spice or bitterness. That's why some people love blue cheese, and others think the taste reminds them of gym sock dipped in cologne. Thank you, DNA. Third factor, some are thrill seekers. Ever seen someone cry through eating a ghost pepper? Keep going? That's adrenaline, baby. Whether it's Everest or fermented tofu, it's still adrenaline, still glory. Factor 4, taste is Stockholm Syndrome for your mouth. You hated coffee at first, then suddenly couldn't survive mornings without it. Welcome to acquired taste. Your brain adapts. The more you eat something, the more it becomes the norm. Your taste buds are like tiny, suspicious dogs. Skittish at first, but trainable. With time and sneaky tricks, even foods that once triggered your gag reflex can become comfort snacks. Fifth and final factor, weird food is a status symbol. Eating a maggot cheese sandwich is a social media moment. Proof that you're bold, cultured, fearless, or at least have zero shame. Some humans chase Michelin stars, others chase maggots and contraband cheese. Different flavors, same needs. This is how you train your taste buds. First, start small. A tiny bite, mix it into something familiar like blue cheese in mashed potatoes. Second, add joy. Try it with friends, music, or memes. Laughter helps the flavor go down. Next, know the story. Learn why the food exists. Kazumarsu, the maggot cheese, is banned, but also rebellious and historic. Suddenly, it's cool. And finally, reframe it. Tell yourself it's not a dinner, it's an expedition. You're not eating moldy fish, you're exploring the outer rim of the flavor galaxy. Some foods are so weird, they're banned. Here are a few that cross the line from strange to outlawed, and some are already mentioned. Let us start out with Kazumarsu, the maggot cheese. It's banned in the EU. Why? Because the maggots are alive and might survive in you. Taste: creamy, funky, and surprisingly crunchy. Ortolan bunting, it's banned in the EU. Why? Because it's a tiny, protected bird eaten whole. Taste: earthy rich and full of guilt. Fun fact, people eat it with a napkin over their head. Out of shame maybe, or maybe secrecy. Hawkarl, the fermented shark, is restricted. Why? It's full of ammonia and smells like regrets. Tastes like licking a fishy urinal cake. And finally, we have the fugu or puffer fish. It's banned in many places. Why? It contains poison, like deadly poison. Taste: mild. The thrill is the point. So, is all this really about taste? Not exactly. It's about culture, safety rules, and a dash of global judgment. Fermented, rotten, or insect-filled dishes often sound risky to outsiders, but in their home cultures, they're tradition, and locals have eaten them for centuries. Whether you're dipping fries in ice cream or enjoying fish that smells like crime, one thing is clear: taste is weird, emotional, and totally trainable. You might learn to love the unthinkable. Or not. So, bon appetit, guys, and continue to explore. And remember, your taste is still loading.